And we're live. Okay. All right. Nobody here yet. Okay. Hello, Green Yeti. How are you? It's that time again. Hang on one second. And Elvis and Josiah. Hey, everybody's here. The gang's all here. How's everybody doing? The youngest member of Cobra. Hi, Rick. All right. Let's see. Let's just grab a thing here. And Project Dark Core, hey, good morning. Also, good afternoon. Yeah. Yes, I got a haircut. Hi, Benny. Okay, everybody give me just a minute. Hey, it's going pretty good. Hi, Chris. Let's see her share. And Seymour, how's everybody doing? Hey, I actually have something kind of interesting to talk about this time. Now, we'll get to that. Hi, Byron. And hey, the human mechanism. Hey, nice to see you. ODC, that's me. Hey, we got, like, it's an all-star audience right now. Everybody's here. Now I just hope I can make the show worth it. Hey, JJ, I think you sent me a message, but I haven't been able to reply to it yet. So, in fact, several of you may have sent me messages that I haven't been able to reply to yet, but I'm going to get to those. I will. I've been working on stuff. I've been trying to get the next review ready, but that's been running a little bit behind. I'm working on it. Yes, you are all the stars. Let's see here. But I do have some Joe stuff to talk about. I do. I actually do. Hi, Chad. And McDowell, hey. Hey, I'm glad you could make it. Okay. I am not answering that phone call. I am on a live stream right now. Why don't people realize that, huh? Okay. Let us drop this into here. And then I can give you all my full attention. All right. And hey, I'm wearing my G.I. Joeberg t-shirt that I got for supporting their JoeCon GoFundMe campaign, the Iron Grenadiers. I picked the coolest one. This is just a super cool shirt. There we go. Okay. Now, we're all present. We are all here. And there we go. Yeah, I've been working on the next review. I know what it's going to be. I had the hardest time figuring out what even I was going to review for this, actually next weekend. No, this coming weekend, sorry. I only recently settled on what the video was even going to be about. So I've been working on that to get that ready. But it should be ready on time. However, for those of you who are patrons, the early access might not be ready on time. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I am doing the best I can. So anyway, let's see here. There we go. Hey, Max Rebo's Ghost Music. Hey, you sir sent me a couple really cool boxes. Actually have them right here. So thank you for that. And in fact, I was thinking, I usually do the donation unboxing, at the end of the month. But I'm tempted to do it now because it's right there sitting next to me and it's really cool. If FormBX257 was in the stream and in this live stream right now, he'd take over. Real star, everybody knows that. The Fun School Ronnie version of the Fang. Yeah, I did see that. I think I shared that on Twitter. The Fun School Fang, that's like the blue police helicopter. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's gonna be a groundswell for Golobulus. That'll be funny. But hey, you gotta like what you like, right? Hey, Mike. So yeah, I've got, I have some thoughts. I have some G.I. Joe thoughts. Hi, Jenna. I have some G.I. Joe thoughts to share, and some possibly cool stuff coming up in the fandom and things like that and whatnot. So, we actually have a topic or two for this week's live stream. So that'll be cool. Dollar General version of the Cobra Piranha in black. That would be interesting. And the Piranha might actually look pretty good in black. Hey, James. Yeah, things are going much, much better now. So, yeah, the answer is yes, I'm doing a lot better. I'm very busy lately. Work has been very busy, but not the kind of stressful that it was before. So things are going much, much better. So yeah. Oh yeah, Jason, yeah, and that's cool. I do try to have everything, I try to have everything ready, a week in advance so you guys can get your early access. This time everything's kind of running behind. There are a couple reasons for that, though. They are personal reasons. Well, for one thing, one good thing is that my daughter turned 18. We had her 18th birthday party on Sunday. It was a big shindig, had lots of people over. So, I couldn't shoot video during that time, so obviously. So, did some family stuff, and that was a lot of fun. On the less than good news, my grandfather passed away also, so we also have funeral stuff and things like that to take care of as well. So these things have been, it's life. These things happen, but it's made it a little bit more difficult to prepare for and shoot the video. So thanks, Tony. Thanks, Tony. My grandfather lived a very long and full life. He had a fantastic life. So. And thank you for your condolences. My grandfather's life, to me, was so great. It's hard to mourn because, to me, he did everything he could possibly want to do in this life. He did everything his generation could possibly want to do in life. He had a great life. He had a long life. And at the time that he went, he was ready to go. And you know what? That is pretty, to me, that's great. He had a great life. I celebrate that. And I just, we should all be so lucky to have that kind of full life and satisfying life. To me, he did it all right. So, yeah. But thank you, everyone. Mrs. Garrett from the Facts of Life passed away this year, too. Well, thank you, Rans. But yeah, there's been a lot of family stuff going on, but, hey, Dave, but not the kind of, really horribly bad, stressful that it has been, or that it had been. Things are more or less back to normal, and we're in pretty good shape. But yeah, it's just interfered with the time that I would usually spend preparing and shooting video. So I've got next weekend's video in the works, but it's not done yet. Burt Reynolds passed away too. You're right, Tony. So just dropping like flies. Your Green Yeti, did you say you were doing a t-shirt? I would take a t-shirt. Hey, I would even, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see a Team Globulus T-shirt. I think that would be quite amusing. Hey, you know how I feel about Globulus, but as much as I dislike Globulus, I am still happy that that you or anyone else enjoys something and finds something that they like. And if you like Globulus, you got to hold on to that. You don't give it up. And he's got a really long tail, so it's easy to hold on to. Both hands you can hold on to that figure. So, yeah. So, hey, Green Yeti, I'd check out the shirt. I'd have to see it first. I don't know that it's not going to be indecent. I don't. This show is rated PG-13. It's not an R-rated show, so I'd have to see what's on the shirt. Yeah, the head. See, the head grew back, but not all the hair did. That's why the hair is shorter. So, see, that happened. Looks like we've got quite a few people here. So there was a topic. Okay, I've made a decision. Max Rebo's Ghost Music, if you're still there. And, oh, hold on. 1 second. And Damon Donegan, who's probably not in the stream, also sent me some stuff. And I would normally wait to show everyone until the end of the month, but I just can't wait. So I've made a decision. I'm going to show that stuff in this live stream, this one, because it's too cool. So, and I want to make everybody wait for it. So, yeah, this spontaneous decision made right now that we're doing that, and I'll go ahead and start out with that because I want to, and it's my show. So that's what I'm going to do. So yes, the smaller one. Yes, the smaller one. Now I have opened the boxes, so I know what they are, but I'm going to show you what they are. Okay. First, I'm going to show you the one from Damon. Okay, so Damon sent something to, and Damon has helped out with some other things before, and he is helping me inch closer to completing something for a review, something that I would like to complete hopefully soon. Let's see. Let's start. Okay, Damon wrote a short letter, and he says, just found your videos a couple months ago. Can't stop watching them. Thank you. Thanks for helping bring G.I. Joe back into my life. And thank you, Damon. And what Damon has done, sorry, I've got allergies, but what Damon has done is he sent me the file card for Gung Ho version 2, getting closer to having that one ready for a review. I think all I'm missing really with that figure is the stickers. That figure came with stickers for like battle ribbons and rank insignia, and if I can get that, then that thing will actually be ready to review. He also included this catalog with it, which is I actually really like this catalog. It's got like those military colors, so it feels like some kind of special special dispatch with this things that you can mail away. And what year was this? I think this was like 86, something like that. But it has some old favorites, including Hooded Cobra Commander. And this is one that I always kind of wish I could have got. Of course, they probably look really hokey and silly, but these like G.I. Joe sweatbands. Hey, it was the 80s, and I thought that would be really cool. I never got them, but I always thought that would be really cool. I would look pretty awesome, walking around the neighborhood sporting G.I. Joe sweatbands on my wrists and my forehead. Hi Wayne, how you doing? Okay, sorry if the video just skipped. I can't tell on my end, so on your end the video might interrupt. So sorry about that. So yeah, yes, David, you're right. Probably not a good thing to get used. Pre-sweated. But anyway, thank you, Damon, for that. Now, Max Rebo's Ghost Music sent 2 boxes. I will show you what was in the smaller box first. And that is, well, you can't see it from this side, but this is the Cobra Battle Bunker. I don't want to set it all up right now because it's a lot of pieces, but it's like, you know, it's the one that Timmer reviewed for Cobra Convergence, and it's got, you know, the missile, like the 3-part missile, and so this is a lot of fun. This is really cool, and it's got like the plastic base that goes with it. Hey, Mr. Connex from Argentina. Hello from the United States. Thanks for joining us. The Cobra Battle Bunker that was in the smaller box. Thank you for that, Mr. Ghost's Music. I'll call Mr. Ghost Music to be more formal. That was in the smaller box, and now let me show you what was in the bigger box. The bigger box is pretty cool. So here we go. First, a letter. Let's see. Max Rebo's Ghost Music, who has his real name here. I won't tell anybody. He says, Brian, came across this stuff in storage while I was back home in Memphis a few months ago. This is the only thing I had complete that I knew you still needed at the time anyway. Yep, correct. I didn't have that. No toys in the bigger box, but I'm sure you'll enjoy them nonetheless. Best wishes. And he said it's okay to use his name, so his name is Rob. Now, I hope that's not too much information. I hope you don't get identity thefted, because you're probably the only Rob out there. Thank you, Rob. And you are right, I did get quite a lot of enjoyment out of the bigger box. That bigger box being right here. So I got to show this to you. As I was going through this, I was getting chills. This is awesome. All right, here we go. Now this is a big bag full of blueprints. And not just a whole bunch of blueprints. You've got to see some of these. Okay, it's got some smaller ones, like the missile defense unit and the machine gun defense unit, the battle bunker right there. That's not all it has. I mean, look at this. There's the terror drone right there. And you think that's special? Well, right there is the killer whale. Okay, these blueprints, I actually, you know, when I opened the box, I spent some time just going through the blueprints, the Cobra Stun, the bridge layer. But hold on, wait till I get to some of these. Thunder Machine, the Cobra Ferret, there's the Dragonfly, Sky Striker, Snowcat, Cobra Roller, there's the Night Raven, but there's more. I won't show all of them to you, but you've got to see some of these. Well, how about this one? How about the blueprints for the USS Flag? You know how hard these are to find? Well, they're not easy. I can tell you that. It's got all of it. This is for the Defiant. Should you be just about everything from 82 to 86? He says. Well, he's right about that. This is about everything from 82 to 86. The Defiant that I'm trying to complete. Those are the sticker sheets. Here are there's 3 or 4 parts of the blueprints. And now, this is not just all blueprints. There's more stuff to show you. Just hang on. The flag, there's the... Hold on. Let me get to some of these. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper. There's your Hiss tank right there. There's your Mobat. There's your Mauler. the moire. Okay, hang on here. Got some other 82 stuff, like the vamp. But there's actually some blueprints for some that I just picked up recently that it's almost impossible to find blueprints for. I mean, I was aghast. Hold on. Now it's okay. Now the buzz bore is not necessarily something to be aghast about, but if I needed it, right there, they're the buzz bore blueprints. But hang on. The fire bat. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get to it. Let's see. There's the. No, you can't forget about the road toad, right? Hi Nyquist, how you doing? And Woodman. So yeah, you can't forget about the road toad or your armadillo tank. Yeah, there just about everything in here, including some that are to me just really remarkable and hard to find. For instance. This looks like the blueprints for the HISS tank, but this is actually the blueprints for the Sears exclusive Cobra Sentry from the SMS set. I recently posted a picture of that because, you know, I got lucky and recently got that set. And the blueprints for the Cobra version of the SMS that came with that set. Try finding those. Those are so hard to come by. And that's not all. You guys saw my pictures of, and my quick shot of the Cobra Cat tank, the Crimson Attack tank. There's the blueprints for that. I mean, isn't that crazy? Look at that. And then let's see. Oh, I've missed one. I'll go back and find it. You know, I don't have all these pieces yet, but it's kind of renewed my enthusiasm and resolve to find and acquire some of these pieces that I haven't quite nailed down yet. And it also shows me how much I still have that's kind of missing. From this era. I have quite a lot of it from that era, but you know, there are still a few things that I have not quite eliminated yet, so or not quite acquired yet, I should say. Yeah, this is let's see, let's see, there's one that I want to find in here that I want to show you that I thought was pretty special. So until I find it, you just kind of have to sit there and look at me. Let's see here. Maybe I won't be able to find it. I've shuffled these around too much looking at them that I may have... I definitely got it way out of order. So, yeah, but I mean, those Defiant blueprints are actually going to help a lot. When I'm going through and I'm trying to complete vehicles, I actually look at the blueprints and go through the instructions and make sure that I have every single part that's in the instruction sheet, so that way I can be sure that that is actually complete. So yeah, that's pretty important. So yeah, like all these, like here's the Cobra rifle range that I, you know, actually recently completed that. I got, you know, those two blue figure stands that I didn't have with that set. Well, I got those. I finished those now. Anyway, thanks for that. That's an incredibly helpful. Thank you very much for those. But that's not all. That's not all. There's more. There's more. And I'm going to move these. I'm going to set these someplace safe, because also in the box there are dozens of boxes. All these original boxes. Look at that. And no, there's more. I didn't count how many there are, but there are a lot of them. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Look at that. You got your checkpoint. You got, well, right there, we've been talking about the Cobra Battle Bunker. There's the box for it. There's the Road Toad. You can't forget about the Road Toad. Even if you'd like to, you can't. Let's see, the bomb disposal unit. Yeah, there's the Cobra Ferret. And, you know, boxes for me have always been like a special bonus. I mean, I love them for display, but I'm always reluctant to spend extra money to get boxes because I feel like I need to get the pieces to review. But these are just breathtaking, and I like spent some time just going through these and looking at the artwork on them because I love this vintage. I love this vintage artwork. Isn't that amazing? So okay, I've done it, and thank you, Max Rebo's Ghost Music, aka Rob, for that, and thank you, Damon, for what you sent. So thank you. That's very special. And I want to reiterate to everyone, you don't have to send anything to me, but of course I do appreciate any help that I can get. So yeah, your dad kept all that stuff. He kept it in great shape. That was pretty special to me. When I opened the box, I had to holler to Susan to come see it. So thank you for that little unplanned display and showing all of you of the stuff that was sent in. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. Now I have a topic. Hold on, let me look up something. I wanted to make sure I get the name of this right. Because there was a new crowdfunding campaign. Did they change artists for the 90s card backs? Yeah, they did. And I don't know exactly who the newer artist was, or artists. There are probably more than one. But yeah, the 90s actually had different people doing the art. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay. There is this new Kickstarter that recently I found, and I posted it on, why is the tower set not on Yojo? I don't know. I didn't know it wasn't on Yojo. That I ran across, and it's called G.I. Joe Flashback. Hey, Mike Lopez, hello. I hope the weather's nice in Kuwait. It's very hot here. It's probably very hot there, but welcome. So this new Kickstarter, G.I. Joe Flashback. It looks like they are crowdfunding like a fan-made movie that's going to explore the story of Snake Eyes, Stalker, and Storm Shadow in the Vietnam era. And they've got a little trailer for it. I think it looks really good. It looks awesome, actually. I was thinking about backing it. The one thing that I was curious about is how Hasbro would respond. So hopefully Hasbro doesn't interfere with this, because it's a project that I would enjoy, and I'd like to see it go forward. They're not asking for a huge amount of money for a movie. It's actually a pretty small amount to get it funded. But my main concern is that Hasbro might push back on it. And the reason I'm concerned about that is probably the name having GI Joe in the title. Some international some intellectual property holders have a problem with that. They might think that it gives people the idea that Hasbro is either making the movie or is endorsing it. Yeah, Jose, that's exactly what I was thinking, because a similar thing happened with the Star Trek fan-made thing. That's exactly what I was thinking of. So my hope is that they don't do that, and that they'll let it go forward. Hasbro is not quite as litigious as some other companies. However, they do sometimes push back on the GI Joe property. There was in the GI Joe stop motion film festival from earlier this year. Hasbro said you can't call it that. I think it's because it actually had GI Joe in the title, and so they nixed that. They were still able to do the film festival, but they had to call it something else. They couldn't call it the GI Joe Stop Motion Film Festival. So I don't. It's possible that the creators have already addressed that. I don't know. But yeah, Max Reba, Ghost Music. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So Brandon. Yeah, they do. Robot Chicken does GI Joe parody stuff, and you've got, if it's a parody, you actually have a better case for it being fair use of the material. Something like this, it would be hard to fit it into a fair use category, but the trailer looks great, and I'm a big fan of the fan created stuff. I mean, my own show is a fan created GI Joe project, so I love to see this kind of thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, Hasbro, if you're listening, which, let's be honest, they're not, but if they were, if you guys could see your way toward, letting this project go forward, that would be really nice. So pretty please, let them do this one, because I would really like to see it. So that was what I wanted to talk about. I don't know has anybody else seen it. Let me see if I can drop the link in here. And again, it's not an endorsement by me. I haven't backed it, at least not yet. But I liked the trailer, so I thought it was cool, and I was thinking about it. So I'm gonna see if I can drop the link into the chat. There. So yeah. Anyway, if you guys haven't checked that out, it's at least worth looking at, and at least check out the trailer. I think they did pretty cool. Anne Marie, the trailer for Flashback. So I'm interested, and so I'm hoping that it'll go forward. We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's just a bit of fan created, stuff for GI Joe that recently popped up this week. Yes. So that's that, and I thought that I would have more to talk about. Well, okay, so now we got to think of something else to talk about. So I've worn all the fun out of that topic. Hey, nobody pick on Green Yeti, okay? He's young and impressionable. Give the kid a break. The modern 3-pack, old school sculpt, Snake Eyes, Stalker, and Tommy. And except I don't think it was even called Snake Eyes. I think the figure was called Classified. And Tommy is Storm Shadow's real name. His name was Tommy Arashikage. But I don't have that 3-pack, but that is one set that I've thought about getting because I really like that storyline of the comic book, and I think it'd just be fantastic to have those particular figures. I think it's great that they actually made them. Just saw an ad for the 3-pack in your Facebook feed. See, Facebook is reading your mind. You got to be really careful about that. I don't know how they're getting in there, but they know what you want to buy before you buy it. Hey Brandon, yeah. I don't know if I would want the 3-pack, still on the card or loose. It doesn't really matter to me. I just think it'd be really cool to have. Even though it's not in the vintage era, it's still, I just think it looks cool. Okay, I had a question here. Favorite variants / non-US figures. Okay, favorite variants? Let me think about that. Actually, let me think about non-US figures. The early Action Force figures from the UK, I just love those. The ones with the Star Wars 5 points of articulation, those things just remind me of childhood, right? No emphasis on articulation at all, but they were just made, to be playthings. They were made to be toys. Since a few of them have been sent to me, I've been able to, handle them and look at them up close, and they just feel like toys. I can just imagine what it would have been like if I was, 7 years old, 6 years old, and got these in my hands and got to play with them. I think I really would have liked those. So I like those as far as non-US figures. Favorite variants. Now I got to think about this. Favorite variants. It can be something trivial like the Copperhead green gloves variant. That's too trivial a variant to be a favorite. But let me think here. Now one significant variant was Zarana's head change. From the earring head to the no earring head, but the earlier head with the earrings actually like better. I know they changed it because they didn't like the look of that head, but I disagree. I think the ear better. What other variants we got? Hello, Archangel. 1997 shows considered as fans. The 97 ones, I define vintage as 82 to 94. The 97 ones, they were still O-ring figures. But I'm not sure exactly what you would call that particular era. Hey, Secret Rebel, how you doing? Thanks everyone for joining. Looks like we've still got a few people showing up. My topics. I showed all the cool boxes, right? All the really amazing boxes, and I showed all the really awesome blueprints, and I showed the Gung Ho version 2 file card that I'm trying to get that guy finished, and then I talked about the Kickstarter, and now I'm all out of ideas, and I still got 20 minutes left. Oh my God. Hey Sam, how you doing? And Jose. I'm sorry, I know I'm missing some of you guys' comments. I apologize about that. I do have a hard time keeping up with the comments. I just can't read that fast. Just mess around with some figures. What have I got? Well, I just happen to have Destro here. There's Destro. I don't know exactly what to say about Destro, but there he is. He's got the chrome dome. He's got the pistol. He's got the backpack. I know there's. I Okay, here's my favorite variant. There's a variant of Destro that doesn't have the copyright date stamp on his inner thigh. You know, that it's a variant. It counts. Is that anyone's favorite variant, though? I don't know. Um, let's see. Have I been following the reports on Conrad Mauser? I haven't. I haven't. Somebody have to clue me in on that. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I've been very busy. It's been difficult for me to keep up with things. So I haven't kept up with what's going on in the news. What's happening in the world? I don't know. I did. I pulled Destro down because I had him in the Super Trooper review, which is still the Super Trooper review for me was a lot of fun because I was finally feeling a little bit more back to normal and not feeling quite as stressed out as I had been. So I was able to really add some enthusiasm into that review, and so I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Who's been named Conrad Mauser? Oh, yeah. Diana Cullen rescued a cat and named Conrad Mauser. Okay, all right, I get it. Well, hey, that's nice. And hey, cat rescue is an important thing too. We actually have a couple rescue cats, so that's good. That's good. You have to help the defenseless animals out there. So yeah, we actually have one three-legged cat. She had 3 legs when we got her. We didn't take a leg away. She was already missing one. But our cats are named Daisy and Princess because I have girls, and so pets don't get names like Conrad Hauser around my house. They get names like Princess and Daisy. And I know that there's been stuff going on that I haven't. It's just blown right by me. I haven't. I'm still kind of getting the rhythm of this new job position that I'm in. There is downtime. There is quiet time, and then there are other times when it's super busy. And so I haven't quite got the rhythm of it yet, when I can kind of slow down and relax a little bit, and when I need to be rushing and really busy. But I'll figure it out, and once I figure that out, I'll be able to keep up with things a bit more, and communicate with you guys a little bit more. I know I've got some a girl, and he picks Loki, Bucky, and Hawkeye. Now that's fine, and plus Hawkeye is just a cool name from MASH. The Hawkeye from MASH is the one I'm thinking of. Hawkeye Pierce. I've always hoped that I would get some cool nickname that would stick with me, from people at work, because most of them don't know, this Hooded Cobra Commander channel, but nobody's ever given me a cool nickname. So what I need to do is I need to spread around this idea that this hoodie Coco. I need to drop a few hints until everybody at work starts calling me Hoodie Coco. I think that'd be fantastic if I stand up in court and a judge calls me Hoodie Coco. Somehow that's got to happen. Somehow we got to make that happen. That's right, Hoodie Coco. It was Chris Pierce from Comic Tropes that started that, but that's it's I like it. It's fun. Let's see, Brandon Knight, at work you're called Wolverine. Sure. Are you called Wolverine because you are rabid and ill-tempered. That's right, I could change my name. John Logan raises a good point. I could just change my name. I was just looking at some of these boxes. Mama Wolf. See, Mama Wolf is a cool name. I don't have that yet. This is one that I still need to pick up, but there's the box for the defense. Sorry, I can't stop looking at them. Law, the rifle range, the ammo dump with different colors than the actual toy. That's cool stuff. The forward observer unit, the trouble bubble. Hello, Hikaru. Nice to see you. AJ, am I traveling anytime soon? Not immediately. I don't have any immediate travel plans at all. I do have travel plans for next year, but for the rest of this year, I might travel, but I don't have any specific plans yet. I love to travel. I would really enjoy traveling, but I don't have any in particular place that I'd be going just yet. Byron is going to the fridge. Fetch me a beer. Baron Badass Earl of Awesome would be a cool name. Yes, it certainly would be. So, yeah, maybe I can just start the legal process, change my name, and then everybody would have to call me something better, something really cool. Yeah, throw it my way. See, Card One liked the Cobra Law 3-pack. There's a Cobra Law groundswell. There's a groundswell. See, Anne-Marie's daughter just went to get her something, and I don't have anybody here to fetch something for me. Can you believe that? Not one person here to, fetch me something to eat or something to drink. No respect. I get no respect at all. Willie Pete, yeah. Remind her of Salazar Slytherin. Oh, yeah. It's not the first time I've heard that. It's not the first time I've heard that. What was I going to say? Okay, so I've got the review for this coming weekend in the works. I'm working on it. The review for next weekend is less certain, and it might be necessary for me to do something other than a review for the following weekend, just because I've been running so far behind, and I need somewhere I need to create a gap so I can get caught up. Because I absolutely do want to keep bringing you reviews every week. I enjoy doing the reviews every week, and so I don't want to get behind on those. So somewhere, somehow, I've got to create a gap in time for me to catch up, because I'm just barely keeping ahead of deadlines right now. But we'll work on it. Interest in reviewing the Cobra Trouble Bubble. Yeah, I think I do have it ready for review now. And hey, I have the box now, thanks to Max Rebo's Ghost Music. Yeah, I haven't reviewed it yet, and so I definitely will get to it. When will I get to it? Well, I hadn't really thought about it. That could be like a gap filler, because I don't think it'd take very long to review. It's a small vehicle. It should be fairly basic, but it does have quite a few media appearances in the cartoon series, at least. So I would need to cover that. Yeah, that's one that I haven't done yet. I haven't done that. I'll get to it. So there's this whole side conversation going on about Globulus now. So you guys have fun. You Globulus fan club. You guys have a good time. Trying once more. Favorite vehicle driver. Okay, hold on. No, this is a good one. For favorite vehicle, okay, thanks ODC, that's me. Thanks for dropping in. For a vehicle driver, I don't think you can count like the deluxe figures that were packaged with the vehicle, like Serpentor or Zartan or Sergeant Slaughter, because those weren't really about the vehicle. They were just deluxe figures. I don't really even necessarily count them as vehicle drivers. So it's cheating to pick one of those. I can't pick one of those. So favorite vehicle driver, I'm going to mess this up because I keep thinking of several that I really like a lot. On the Joe side, I'm a big fan of Wild Bill. Nyquist, you beat me to it. Wild Bill, I just like the personality and I like the figure. He's just so, I mean, the figure's, of course, very stylized, but the figure has style, But in some ways, it's kind of a plain figure, but I still like that. Troy likes Skidmark. I think I would like, I think I would actually maybe love Skidmark in different colors. In fact, I think, who was it? Nessa showed me a custom of Skidmark with some more military colors. Looked great. The human mechanism, Freight from G.I. Joe Extreme. Yeah, that's all you need for Freight is a vehicle where he can stand up in the driver's seat because, he's incapable of sitting down. Something that will accommodate a figure that is in this pose all the time. CoverGirl was great. Let's think of some vehicle drivers from later in the era. On the Cobra side, I've always liked the Stratoviper. I thought that looks really good. Somebody mentioned Wild Weasel. That was really good. I don't know if you consider Keel Hall to be a vehicle driver. He's not really, but I do like the Keel Hall figure. Max Schreibel's Ghost Music says Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal is an excellent figure. Take a look at Heavy Metal. Take a close look at it. He's probably missing the microphone, right? So you have to kind of imagine the microphone is there, right? But that figure has some amazing detail on it. There's the people always comment on the sort of painted on color on his face, and people think it's like a 5 o'clock shadow or a beard or something like that, but it's not. It's actually, if you look at it, it's in the outline of his goggles, and his face is dirty. It's dirt on his face, and he lifts the goggles off, and that's just, to me, that's an incredible attention to detail. Heavy Metal is that's an excellent figure. I cannot wait to get to the Mauler review. There are still some pieces that I need to get for it, but that is going to be a fun review when I finally get to it. In large part because of Heavy Metal. Excellent figure. If any of you guys have a Heavy Metal figure, pick it up and take a really close look at it. It's neat. It's really cool. Lift Ticket was pretty good. The helmet I thought might have been done a little bit better. Let's see. Who else? Now I'm blanking. Let's see. Iron Grenadiers vehicle drivers were okay. I know some of you guys like Cross Country and the Havoc. Cross Country and the Havoc, not my cup of tea, but I'm glad you like it. You go on. Cutter was not bad. I like Cutter as a character, and I think the figure is not bad too. Ace, I always liked Ace in the Sky Striker. I never really had much use for Ace outside of the Sky Striker, but there's something I always felt kind of special about Ace because of his clear helmet. I just like it. Sam Torres says, "Don't say Deep Six." Well, just for that, I'm going to say Deep Six. There you go. I said it. I said Deep Six. Interrogator. Yeah. Now, Interrogator, is an excellent figure. I like Interrogator a lot. But that's another one, kind of like Zartan and Serpentor, where, I mean, should I really consider him a vehicle driver? I tend to think of Interrogator independent of his vehicle. So, yeah. I don't know that that necessarily answered the question, but it started a really fun conversation about vehicle drivers, so thank you. But yeah, now that I think more about heavy metal, that one may be a good contender for one of the top spots. I really like that figure. I really like that figure a lot. Yeah, Green Yeti wants to talk about Globulus again. Let's talk about Globulus. Yeah, Jose Destro and Zartan as more associates, especially in the comic book. You know, sometimes they operated independently more often than they did in the cartoon series, but their independent nature was explored more in the comic book. Hello, Primal Savage. The Cobra Overlord figure. I do not remember enough about the Overlord figure to comment too much about it. I do remember a little bit about it. I don't have the figure yet. I remember I've watched some commercials for it, and I'll withhold judgment. Hey, it's SEO Toy Review. How you doing? See, there you go. See, SEO Toy Review talked about Globulus for Cobra Convergence 2. So, Green Yeti, you should be a big fan of SEO Toy Reviews. There you go. See? Darklon. Darklon is an interesting guy. So, yeah. Mike Adams, I don't really think of Zartan as being a vehicle driver. I just kind of consider Zartan's swamp skier as kind of secondary. I really think of him as more of as an individual character, not so much a vehicle driver. It's just my opinion. Yeah, Delvis, yeah, he's a deluxe figure that came with a vehicle so they could upcharge it. Yeah, hey, this has been a really fun live stream, and I've enjoyed talking with all of you guys. And we got SEO Toy Reviews here. We had ODC Datsme show up earlier. We had some really cool folks here in this live stream. This is great. I love Tuesday nights because of you guys. This has become one of my favorite times of the week, is to sit here and just spend time with you. However, I do try to keep these to an hour, and we are closing in on the 1 hour mark here in about a minute and a half, so I will wrap it up. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't had any dinner yet, so I do need to eat something here pretty soon. But thank you to those of you who sent stuff to me. That was just awesome. It's extremely generous of you guys, and thanks to everyone who showed up tonight. This has been a really fun conversation. We've talked about a lot of stuff, so thank you. And thank you, Brandon, and thank you for all your support, Brandon. In particular, you've been very supportive, so thank you. Kevin from SEO Toy Reviews, I'm just thrilled that you're here. Thank you for showing up. Knight, Rob, aka Max Rebo's Ghost Music. So yeah, I'll wrap this up, guys. Thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you. Some of you guys show up every week, and I love talking to you every week. This is a thrill for me. It's my privilege to sit down and visit with you guys in these live streams. So for now, I'm going to get sustenance. Yes, JJ, I'm replying to emails. I'm replying to messages. Tonight, I will reply. But thank you to everyone for showing up. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna do some more work on this next upcoming review, which is not finished yet. Still got a bit to do on it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for showing up. I will see you all again at the same time next week. And until then, I will figure out how to turn this thing off. So bye-bye, everyone, and see you later.